Hey, so today I'm coming on to do a collaboration video that Joan from Joan's Pointed Plate is hosting. This is Super Bowl Eats and Treats. So immediately when I think of Super Bowl parties or get-togethers, I think of chili. So I wanted to share my chili recipe with you. This is something that I've shared in the past, but I've made it a little bit more point friendly. It's always been pretty point friendly, but I've made it a little bit more point friendly. So I wanted to share that with you. This is an awesome collaboration with lots of awesome channels that are participating. So definitely go check Joan out and check all the other participants in this collab out. If you're coming from one of their channels, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and thank you for watching. If you like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button and join our little YouTube family here. So let's get started on this recipe and I'll show you the ingredients. Here are the ingredients that you'll need for this recipe. 1 pound of ground meat. I have ground beef here, but you could certainly use ground turkey or ground chicken if you prefer. 1 bell pepper. I have a red pepper here today, but sometimes I use green. 1 onion. For seasonings, you need 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1½ teaspoons of garlic powder, but you could also use minced garlic or garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. For beans, I put in 2 cans of beans. I have 2 cans of small red beans here today. Sometimes I use 1 can of small red and 1 can of small white. You could also use kidney beans if you prefer those. So, but just 2 cans of beans. And what I changed up a little bit now is that I'm going to use 1 can of crushed tomatoes and then 3 small cans of diced tomatoes. Normally I would do a couple cups of spaghetti sauce and then 2 big cans of diced tomatoes. But this is how I'm going to change it up a little bit and cut down on the points just a little bit. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is brown my meat, and then I'll drain and rinse that to make that pretty lean. And I'm going to dice up my pepper and onion. All right, so I have the ground beef all browned up, drained and rinsed. And the reason I drain and rinse it is because I want to try to make it as lean as possible. And I've always done that. I heard Christy on Planning Us Healthy. She said that she does the same thing, and she said that it does make it leaner. So that piqued my interest, and I looked up online, and it said scientifically it does make it leaner. So that's why I drain and rinse it. I've diced up my pepper and my onion. So now what I'm going to do is saute this with my cooked ground beef and let that soften a little bit, and then I'm going to add the seasonings. Okay, so I've sauteed the onions and the peppers. They're nice and soft. I've added all of my seasonings, and then I have my 2 cans of beans that I drained and rinsed. I'm just going to add those in there. The reason you want to drain and rinse beans is just to get that extra sodium off that juice, and you don't need that juice in here. So I drained and rinsed those and put those in there, and now I'm going to add all of the cans of tomatoes. All right, so this is everything all in the pan. Now all we need to do is simmer it, probably about 30 minutes, but I'll let you know how long I do. And I'm just going to cover it and simmer it, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is simmered for about 30 minutes. Looks really, really good. I'm going to see how many servings I get out of this, and then I'll plate it up. This is 1 1-cup serving. The recipe made 12 1-cup servings. I follow the Blue Plan and an older Weight Watchers plan called Momentum. It's also the Cravings plan on iTrack Bites. I like following both. It keeps me in check. So on the Blue Plan, this is 2 points per 1 cup. And on the Momentum plan, this is also 2 points per 1 cup. And I believe with cooking it with ground beef that this is also 2 points per 1 cup on the green and the purple plan. So that is my easy chili point friendly recipe that's point friendly on all plans. Great game day meal. You can top it with cheddar cheese, sour cream, have cornbread on the side. Great additions to that low point chili recipe. So definitely go check Joan and all of the other participants in this collab Again, if you're new, I hope you stick around. I hope you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.